Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365 and a new month is upon us, so here is everything I picked up on Blu-ray and 4K for August 2020. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, it's the 1st of September, so I thought I would go over everything I picked up on Blu-ray and 4K for August 2020. There really wasn't a whole lot. I did a lot of catalog stuff, and now as far as new releases go, while there were a few things that did get released on the formats, there wasn't anything theatrical due to COVID, so a lot of those releases have slowed down, and a lot of studios have been focusing on some of their catalog titles, things that they had in the pipeline before COVID hit. So August was just kind of a low as far as releases go, but I still managed to pick up a few things. So we're going to start with 4K this time around because there's only a few of those that I picked up. One of these, I was not going to pick this one up until it really hit a good price point. Best Buy had this and Amazon had this for about 10 bucks finally, and that is the Blues Brothers on 4K. I opted to go with the slipcover edition. To me, the steelbook it wasn't, artwork wise, wasn't really what I was looking for, but for the price, 10 bucks, you can't go wrong here. It's got both cuts of the movie. I prefer the theatrical version. I think it moves a little bit better, but I can see where some people do enjoy the extended cut. When I watched it recently, I watched the theatrical. But as far as what it looks like, it looks great. I think the 4K really did the movie justice. There's a lot of good color, details great, and the sound is fantastic. Man, those car wrecks in this movie are second to none. They really just kind of bring it out. But yeah, definitely check this one out. It's absolutely worth owning on 4K, and audio picture quality wise are really good. Another thing I picked up, which was a new release, and I did a review for the channel, is Flash Gordon from Arrow Video on 4K. Excellent movie. You know, it's more just kind of one of those, you know, B-movie type deals, but honestly, the 4K really does a great job here. It looks fantastic, and it's a fun movie to watch. It's cheesy sci-fi at its best, and it's just really cool. And they do have a bunch of different editions, but I was more of kind of a casual fan, so I have to go with the basic edition with just the 4K disc. But this is readily available on Amazon and your other online retailers, so check that one out. And finally, for the 4K, now this movie I did not own the 4K edition of. I think I was holding on to the Blu-ray for whatever reason. But finally it came out with a steelbook edition, and I was like, why not just jump right in? And I did a review for the channel on this one, and that is The Town, steelbook edition exclusive to Best Buy. Awesome looking steelbook and just a cool movie all around. It's a great crime drama. Ben Affleck's great in it, Jeremy Renner, and the 4K picture looked fantastic on this. And it's absolutely worth checking out the 4K edition, and it is now available for steelbook over on Best Buy. So now we're gonna jump into the Blu-ray section. Quite a few things that I picked up, and a couple blind buys actually put in this one. So one of the new releases that came out just recently from Kino Lorber, I'm actually doing a review for this one soon, and that is Hollywoodland, about the George Reeves suicide/murder. He starred in the Adventures of Superman TV show way back in the day, and there was a lot of suspicious circumstances surrounding his death. So look for the Blu-ray review for that one. I liked the movie a lot, and it was definitely worth owning, so if you haven't had a chance, check that one out. Another one, which was one of my favorite Richard Pryor movies, and Shout Factory did a release of this one, and that is Brewsters Millions. I think out of all the comedies I've ever seen, this is the one, you know, that with John Candy stars in it, and, you know, it's just one I go back to a lot. I think I've owned pretty much every physical media iteration of this disc, you know, going way back to VHS. And it's just a fantastic movie. It's classic Pryor. It's a great premise. You definitely check that one out. I also got this one really cheap on Amazon a couple weeks back. But yeah, awesome movie. Just really fantastic. It's worth checking out, definitely, if you get a chance. Now this one is kind of a new take on a classic franchise. That is Shin Godzilla, and This is definitely not your standard Godzilla film. It's a little bit different. It has a little bit more, you know, a lot of change to the lore of the character, but also just the standard Godzilla movies, which are out on Criterion, by the way. It's a different take from that, slightly. So it's definitely worth checking out. I don't want to spoil anything, but Shin Godzilla it's not for everybody, and I can understand where some people would have a problem with it, but I wanted to own it on Blu-ray, and absolutely worth checking out. Another one, I was waiting for a good price on this one. I'm a Michael Mann filmmaker fan. As far as his directing goes, Heat's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a great movie. Honestly, I think it's one of his more underrated films, and that is Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx in Collateral. It's an awesome flick. Good crime drama. It's Tom Cruise at his most villainous, and it's really a cool movie. Just awesome flick. Absolutely, you know, pick this one up if you get a chance. Another thing I surprisingly never owned on Blu-ray. I've owned the Laserdisc. I think that was the DVD. And that is Casper. Best Buy recently put out a Steelbook edition, which you can see here, and I was kind of surprised. I never had this one in my collection for Blu-ray. I don't know how I missed that one. It's cool. I mean, Steven Spielberg's company produced this one, and I've always enjoyed it. I think Christina Ricci's great in it. This was, I think, one of her better films after The Addams Family, and just it's a cool movie. And I think early CGI practical effects, I have a nice mixture here. It looks great. It holds up surprisingly well, and it's worth checking out. It's just it's got a lot of heart to it, and of course Eric Idle in this one, great, just fantastic. Yeah, Casper on Steelbook, now available at Best Buy. This one was also released by Kino Lorber a couple weeks ago. Very controversial movie, and I watched this one, I think, for the first time about 10 years ago or so, and I wanted to revisit this one, you know, as you get older and you want to go back, and it really has a lot of just powerful stuff in it. There's a lot of American history here that is not the best, but this film, you know, at the end of the day, it is a fictionalized telling of what happened, but there's nuggets of truth in it, and it's worth checking out. It's absolutely a hard movie to watch, and it's just a brutal movie, really. It's Soldier Blue, starring Candice Bergen. It's once again, it's not for everybody. It is one of those movies I think you should see, and you should definitely read up on the actual history behind the events. It's just, I'm not going to really say anymore, but it's worth checking out. Kino Lorber, you know, did a good job putting this one out on physical media. I don't think this was ever out on Blu-ray before. I don't even remember ever seeing it on DVD. But yeah, Soldier Blue, check this one out. This one was a blind buy. A friend of mine recommended it to me, so I can't really talk you know, about the quality of the movie, but I'll probably post a review or something about that in the near future. This one, Siberian. I've heard good things about it. I hear it's really well done, and I got this for a really good price on Amazon. Another film I just got recently for sale price, Martin Scorsese's Silence. This one it's not your typical Scorsese, you know, crime film. Obviously, it's more of a historical drama, but Adam Driver's in it, and he's awesome. He's just really one of those actors it's really coming into his own and making a name for himself. It's pretty awesome, like, performances. I would highly recommend picking up Silence. Another one, which is a blind buy, I like a good action, revenge, martial arts film. That is Chocolate. Once again, I haven't seen this one yet. I got it for a really good price, but I'm going to check that one out. I'll let you guys know what I think of it. And finally, the big release this month, literally, I did an unboxing video of this one. I haven't had a chance to dive into the contents yet, as far as the movies themselves, but I remember watching these, you know, through Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I think I've seen them on cable at some point. The Gamera box sets from Arrow Video. This thing is massive, it's really thick, and it's pretty much everything you could possibly want as being a Gamera fan. And, you know, it gets a lot of comparison, of course, to Godzilla and those films, but it's really its own thing. It's goofy, it's silly, there's a lot of good rhyming, you know, catchphrase, memes type things, but Gamera, the complete collection by Arrow Video, did a wonderful job with the box set. It's massive, it's got a lot of cool contents inside of it. A lot of history behind the movie. Give that a shot if you are a fan of the Giant Monster franchise. So that is everything I picked up on Blu-ray and 4K for August 2020. Let me know in the comments below what you picked up this month. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.